Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Alright, check this out. As you know, Julio Foolio was laid to rest on Friday, and as you can see, his family spared no expenses when it came to that casket. I mean, that casket is dope, top tier. I mean, if you look at that casket, the airbrushing work on that casket is amazing. And I mean, the inside is so plush and lush. It's almost like they put like a Serta Perfect sleeper inside that casket. Yeah, that's really nice. But let me say this to all my young dumb thugs and thugettes out there. I would rather be buried in a Maytag refrigerator box at the age of 99 than to be buried in the dopest casket in the world at the age of 26. Because Mark 8:36 from the Ghetto King James Version says, "For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and have a nice dope airbrush casket, but lose his own soul?" And honestly, when you really think about it, this whole thing is sad. Because Julio Foolio, all of his ops, and all of these other drill rappers who are out here dropping like 50 million songs about death and like murking each other have not even given themselves the chance to live. Because I'm trying to tell you, even though the teenage years are fun, life just starts getting good at around age 26. But instead of enjoying life and having fun like they're supposed to at that age, these cats are out there getting turned up at funerals.
Gotta eat up your birthday, so shit 3 days in the worst way. He kept this on me. What happened? Now we smoking 23. You always on my mind, always on my mind. When I ride through the east side, I wanna see you.
Now, after Julio Foolio's girlfriend Blanco Monty and the rest of his friends got finished partying after Julio Foolio's funeral at the backyard bereavement barbecue, one of Julio Foolio's ops sent Julio Foolio's girlfriend an ominous text that said, "You got 4 days left." And in response, Julio Foolio's girlfriend posted the ops number and said, "So since Mr. Wanna Be a Moiterer, keep texting my phone like the punk he is. Blow this number down. This is phone number. Have a nice day." Yo, is it just me? Am I just old school? But aren't you supposed to blow up a phone number? How do you blow down a phone number? Anyhow, my question is Julio Foolio's girlfriend over there like texting with the people who moited Julio Foolio? And if she is, doesn't that mean that she knows exactly who moited her man? Now, of course, it could just be people playing around on her phone, but there's a chance that it might not be. And in that case, I would have gave that number to the feds instead of turning around and telling people to blow that number down on the internet. Listen, let me know in the comments if your man just got unalived a few days ago at the Home 2 Motel by a ragtag militia of like thugs who came out of the bushes with like Dracos and sprayed up his car, and then all of a sudden you start receiving phone calls from an unblocked number and the person on the other line is telling you you got 4 days left. Are you not going to take that number and give it to the feds? I mean, if you don't know that person and you don't know that number, is your first response going to be to jump on the internet and tell people to blow down that number? I mean, real talk, something is really off here. Now, you know me, I'm not afraid of no ops, so I dialed that number. I was like, let me speak to this moiterer firsthand, but this is all I got.
You're unable to complete your call. To speak to a customer service representative, please hang up and dial *611.
So I know, somebody out there is like, Source, what in the world were you gonna do if the moiterer picked up? I don't know, I'd have thought of something. I'd have been like, hello? Can I please get a General Tso's chicken, a 5-piece with some fries, and also like some shrimp fried rice? Now, most likely, the person who sent Julio Foolio's girlfriend that threat is somebody who's just playing around on the phone. But it turns out that it might not be, because a few hours after Julio Foolio's girlfriend posted a video of her getting turned up at Julio Foolio's bereavement barbecue, Tay Shots posted an old video of Queso saying that they don't have a problem murking females too. Check this out.
You ain't heard? You ain't heard?
Listen, I know that Julio Foolio's girlfriend has been out here on these internet streets trying to hold it down for her now deceased boo. I mean, she's been on Clubhouse going back and forth with the ops. I mean, she's been on Twitter going back and forth with the ops. I mean, she's been on Instagram going back and forth with the ops. But I'm trying to tell you, if I was Julio Foolio's girlfriend, the only reason I would be on the internet is to find me a bus ticket straight out of Jacksonville. I mean, I'd be on the first Greyhound to like Denver. I'd be like the 4th black person to move to Nebraska. I'm playing, but I'm not playing. I mean, have you guys seen how many moitas there's been in Jacksonville ever since Julio Foolio dropped?
Police say a man was chased and then shot and killed.
These groups, I won't name them, they know who they are. We're not going to tolerate any retribution, any revenge.
3 deadly shootings happening across our area overnight.
A man was found dead in a garage on Jacksonville's south side this morning.
New at 5, a man in his early 20s is in the hospital right now following a shooting in northwest Jacksonville. JSO says he was hit up to 4 times in the shoulder and back.
I talked to a witness who told me the car came from this direction and then slammed right into this building.
Breaking news. A man is dead in an early morning shooting.
Officers say that they were called out to the Lakeshore area just after 5 this morning, and he came reporting off of a gunfire report.
Overnight, one person is in stable condition. This is after being shot in what the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is calling a drive-by shooting.
One man is dead after he was shot and then crashed his car into a building on Myrtle Avenue last night in Jacksonville.
Tonight, police investigating after a man crashed his car into this building, then died from a gunshot wound.
Oh no, I'd have been had my ticket. Listen, let me know what you guys think. If you were Julio Foolio's girlfriend, are you staying in Jacksonville or would you be hightailing it out of there? Now, speaking about people playing around and disrespecting the dead, as you know, a few days ago, a dude rocking a bright orange linty winter cap and a musty t-shirt sleeve over his face to hide his identity in Jacksonville when it's about 90 freaking degrees outside in Duval County, claimed that Yungeen Ace put a 10K bag on Julio Foolio's head, and he was the one that went out there to the Home 2 motel and unalived Julio Foolio just to get that bag. Well now, this dude has come back out and dropped another post in which he has dropped a diss track. Check this out.
Lacking at his pool party, I just got his low. Took a little dry to Tampa, you know how that go. Every time we put them sticks out the scoring. Holes in his windshield, then his bitch blowing. He doing all that woofing. The nigga shot back, all them niggas pussy. You know that you couldn't. Julio ass stretched out, come see how he looking. We gon' roll that op pack and we gon' enjoy it. You don't want no smoke with ATK, you better avoid it. If you fuck with KTA, your ass better not rep it. Cause you gon' die with all the ops, you better know we steppin'. Ain't gonna work. Play that song back. We put op niggas in the ground where they belong at. Name in your mouth, I just close that. We flew in the parking lot where you pose at, huh? We was taking plenty turns. You was dissing 23 on the 23rd. Give a mini burn. The city heard. We just killed your brother at the Holiday Inn. Ace told me get him gone, gave a nigga in. Only thing I need is that location I'ma spin. We'll kill his ass again. I'm an Ace top killer. We be spinning every day on these ass. Huh? You better not get caught. This a Foolio pack. We smoke big op. Yeah. Chris Rock. Huh?
Now, after America's Dumbest Criminal dropped that rap song, he jumped back online to say this.
Hey Foolio, your ass down like a ran down on your ass with that big ass chopper, boy. Your dogs ain't even blow for your ass green ass. I let your ops run down on you and kill your man, and y'all ain't even blow one shot. Y'all just pussy KTA shit cat. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Hey, real shit though, man. ATK up on the scoreboard, man. You know what it is, man. We up on the scoreboard, man.
Oh my goodness, can somebody please tell this dude that when Kendrick Lamar is talking about they not like us, Kendrick Lamar is actually talking about dudes like him. He is the they. Anyway, let's continue.
Hey, that was in the back seat with Foolio. I shot his ass. Hit his ass with them 223s. That boy I went to screaming like Quando Rondo. No! know what we on, man. ATK, man. We stepping on shit out here, man.
Oh my goodness, the corniness is just permeating through my TV screen. Can somebody go find this dude and tell him to stop with the clout chasing? It's not working, okay? Nobody believes you did it. And I hate to tell you this, but your rapping skills are subpar. So what you need to do is go down there to the Winn-Dixie and ask them for an application and get yourself a job and get your behind off of social media. And then, after you get your first check from the Winn-Dixie, walk down to the hair supply store and get yourself a real ski mask. Cause this t-shirt thing is killing me. And just know that jumping online and dropping a rap song that regurgitates all the stuff that you heard about the Moita in the news is not the way to go. It's not a flex, and all of this clout chasing is ridiculous. So take that musty t-shirt off your face, get off the porch, and do something positive with your life. Please. Because all you're over there doing right now is inviting the feds to knock on your door, even though you most likely didn't even do anything. Listen, let me tell you guys something out there. You see on funeral programs where they have like your birth date, and then there's that dash, and then there's that death date? That dash is your life. And a whole lot of you young dudes out there representing ATK and KTA better start thinking a whole lot more about what you're doing with that dash than just always thinking about how to get back at your ops. I mean, I swear, y'all are always over there talking about how much drug money you got. Take some of that drug money and go to school, move out of the state, travel the world. I mean, do something instead of always spinning the block trying to see what your op is doing. Cause there's more to life than just beefing 24/7. I swear, I couldn't imagine spending my whole life thinking about what somebody else is doing. Listen, let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys spend the majority of your life thinking about what you're doing or what other people are doing? Let me know in the comments. And of course, I'm not talking about parents. You guys are supposed to be thinking about what your kids are doing. Okay, so after dropping his diss track, the Orange Linty Winter Cap Assassin also dropped another post in which he says is a transcription of a conversation that allegedly took place between a record executive at Yungeen Ace's label, where he's allegedly talking about putting a bag on Julio Foolio's head. Check this out.
I told you I'm a part of Ace management team at the label. Ace is signed to us at Cinematic Music Group. It's a situation I need you to handle. The higher-ups in the industry have invested a lot of money in Ace to make him a star. Millions of dollars to be exact. Unfortunately, his sales are lackluster, and he hasn't really blew up how we expected him to. I explained to him that if he doesn't get more sales, the label would drop him. We went over what he could do to make himself more relevant. We decided to take out his main enemy, Foolio. Basically, this is the plan. Ace wants you to take him out so he can release a song after Foolio dies, and it will make his numbers go up. Hopefully he gets hotter when that happens. Right after, you need to release a record as well about the murder to confuse the police in their investigations. Ace is booked to perform the night that you are supposed to handle Foolio. That will give him his alibi to not be implicated. The label will cover the fee. We will give him the 10 grand to pay you. I'ma give you the 10 bands, 5 up front and 5 once the job is done. Do it clean and make sure you don't get caught. If you do, you're on your own. Don't mention Ace name or the label.
I hear you, but what I'm saying is Ace got a whole bunch of crash dummies on his team already, you feel me? He don't even need me to do it. He can get one of his little homeboys to do it, you feel me? I'm sure a lot of them niggas he fought with to put in work for him, you feel me? They love that nigga like a brother, so he get anybody to do it.
Ace doesn't want any of his known affiliates to do it.
Yo, this dude's IQ is like negative 243 because what alleged assassin puts a transcript of like the plans to murk somebody on their social media page? Listen, not that I believe any of this, but let's say that it was true. If this is true and the plan was to drop Ace's op just so they could like get some more record sales, then that's a stupid plan because eventually after like the whole sensationalism of this whole thing stops, Ace's sales are gonna drop. And you know why? Because they took out Ace's main opponent, which is Foolio. Listen, listening to Yungeen Ace without there being a Julio Foolio around is like watching a Batman movie where there's no enemies. I mean, there's no Penguin, there's no the Riddler, there's no Two-Face. I mean, I don't know about you, but to me, that would get boring. Listen, let me know in the comments. Does Yungeen Ace's career benefit now that Julio Foolio is gone? Or is the fact that Julio Foolio is no longer around anymore gonna make it a lot less interesting to listen to Yungeen Ace? Alright, so since Julio Foolio passed away, there's been a whole lot of news coverage on his murking, and there's also been a lot of coverage on everything negative that this dude has done during his life. And it's true, this dude was out there wilding out, and a lot of his deeds were not good. But as we lay this young man to rest, I'd like to take a moment to share at least one positive thing that Julio Foolio did. Check out this audio of Julio Foolio giving another young man some advice.
Little bro, as long as you stay out of trouble, do good in school, and be respectful to your mama, I'm gonna check on you. I'm always check on you. Whenever you write me, I'm gonna write you back. You gonna always have contact with me. I'm finna give your mama my number. Just be good in school. Don't disrespect your mama. I could tell she really love you and care for you. So just do that for me, and I always got a place for you. I'm always check on you, and you check on me. You can call me whenever you want.
Listen, I know a lot of people out there are like, Julio Foolio was a demon spawn. But let me say this, I can at least appreciate the fact that even though his life may not have gone in the right direction, he was at least aware enough and thoughtful enough to try to steer this young man's life in the right direction. So this tells me that Julio Foolio did know right from wrong, and he most likely wanted to do better. But sometimes, you know, even though some of these young guys may want to do better, they just can't seem to get it together. Listen, let me know what you think about Julio Foolio's casket. Would you prefer a short life in a really nice airbrushed casket, or a long life in whatever they put you in? Also, let me know what you think about Julio Foolio's girlfriend getting turned up after the funeral, then getting death threats. Tay-Shot sending a message via Queso saying women aren't off limits. Julio Foolio's wannabe assassin dropping a new diss track, and Julio Foolio giving a young man some positive life advice before he passed away. Let me know what you think about all of that in the comments, and while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Peace.